Welcome back to WERKS. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. On this channel I work on old machines, restorations, and whatever other shop projects I happen to get myself into. Today's video is about a lathe I picked up recently at a local auction.
Welcome to WERKS. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you do, please like, subscribe, and comment.
This is an Atlas 722 12-inch woodworking lathe, and it's a little bit of a mystery machine. Through my research, I've determined that this lathe was most likely produced and sold around 1954. That's my best guess at this point, because I haven't been able to find the serial number listed anywhere online that would nail down the exact year. What I can say is that I didn't pay very much for it. In fact, I could probably double my money just by scrapping it out for metal. But scrapping this lathe is absolutely not the plan. The plan is to restore this lathe as close to original selling condition as possible. I expect that process to take about a year, mostly because I've got quite a few other projects going on at the same time. This lathe came from a school, and judging by the conditions, it was probably used and maybe abused a little bit by the students who were learning how to operate it. At some point it was painted green, which I don't believe is the original Atlas color, but overall first impressions are good. I don't see any major damage right now, but we'll see what turns up once I really start digging into it. The lathe was mounted on an Atlas 9028 heavy-duty safety stand, and it came with a tool rest assembly, a tailstock assembly, and one spur center. It also has something interesting that I haven't been able to find any information on, a ham wheel on the headstock. I'm not sure if this was an optional accessory or if it was homemade addition by someone at the school. Either way, I really like it. Unless I find a reason not to, I'll probably keep it on the Atlas lathe. What you're seeing now are some screenshots with the information about the Atlas 722 wood lathe. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read through them. All of this information was found on the vintageMachinery.org website. I'll include a link in the description. It's a fantastic free resource for historical machine information, but it does cost money to operate. So if you're able, please consider supporting them for the benefit of everyone who uses the site. The first series of screenshots come from a 1951 Atlas Press Company advertisement for this lathe. According to the ad, the lathe has a 12-inch swing over the bed, 36 inches between centers, a total bed length of 53 inches. The spindle speeds are 635, 1230, 2430, and 4680 RPMs. The spindle and the tailstock use a number 2 Morris taper and has a 9/16-inch hole through the spindle, and the lathe weighs about 95 pounds, not including the stand. There were quite a few accessories available for this lathe back in the day, including chisels, spur centers, cup centers, screw centers, a center injector bar, and a floor stand for outboard turning. Other accessories included drill chucks, drill pads, a compound rest assembly, a jack shaft assembly, a steady rest, and both a 3-jaw and 4-jaw chucks. Tracking down some of these might be part of the restoration process later on. Here are some screenshots of the instructions and part lists for the 722 wood lathe. The parts list also includes maintenance instructions on page 2, which will be very helpful when I start tearing things apart and cleaning them up. This shot shows the lathe with the only modification I've made so far. I added casters to the stand so I can move it around the shop as needed. Nothing permanent was altered on the lathe itself in order to mount the casters. Here's a view of the lathe bed. It's in pretty good shape with only minimal surface rust. This is the view from the back and everything looks straight and undamaged. Here's the headstock. Mechanically it looks solid, with most of the damage just being chipped green paint, probably courtesy of the students over the years. This is an Atlas Speed badge. It's almost amazing that it's still readable and still attached. Here's a look at the headstock indexing holes and the locking pin. The pin moves freely. Aside from some light rust, everything seems to be working as it should. The tool rest does have some damage, which is pretty much what I expect from a school machine, but nothing looks serious here. The pulley cover is missing a pin, but that's something I should be able to make easily in the shop. Here's a look at the pulley and motor. The motor looks fairly new and everything appears to be in good shape. I may eventually replace the belt with a link belt to help reduce vibration. I finally hooked up the lathe to power, 220 volt single phase, and it does run. There's a little bit of noise, and I'll have to figure out whether that's coming from the motor, the pulleys, the belt, or possibly the headstock bearings. The noise isn't terrible, but it could be an early sign of issues that I'll need to address during the restoration. Overall, I think this is a really solid candidate for restoration, and I'm looking forward to bringing it back to as close to original condition as I can. In the next video, I think I'll actually put some wood on this lathe and see how well it turns. Hopefully this operator remembers how to run a wood lathe. I hope you've enjoyed today's video on the Atlas 722 12-inch woodworking lathe. If you have any information on these lathes, or if you owned or used one, please feel free to send it my way or leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching WERKS, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe for future videos, and comment. Thanks again.